Hello everybody, welcome to FC Amakhosi channel. This is Salam. Like, comment, subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for coming back. So I'm going to be doing the match reaction. Not a nice game to do the match reaction on because of the amount of goals that you lost on, and the sad part is that it was a televised game this time around. So many fans, especially from the opposition, they're like, you know what, this team, they still have so much work to do and whatnot. And I'm like, hey guys, this is why I'm doing this match reaction. There are a few positives that I want us to point out, and obviously there were negatives. However, we have something we have something to work on. I'm not really sad about these results because, like I said to you in the game prior, when Pirates they lost the game, I was like, it's good that Pirates they got a loss at this moment so they can see where they are weak and when they're still lacking. And guess what? It's the same thing with us. It's good that you got a loss. Yes, it might not be the results that you wanted to see. However, it's good that we lost at this moment so that you can see that we still have some work to do. We still have areas to address. I mean, there are positions that we need to address. Like we exposed yesterday that, you know what, we have young players. And if you heard, if you hear Junior saying that, you know what, yes, the team is doing well. We had a good preseason there in TK. So now we still need more experienced players, and we're exposed because, I mean, the number of young players that were in the starting lineup, it was too much. It was too much for me because, I mean, you see that, you know what, some of these guys that they still need to be loaned out. For example, Mbutu still needs to be loaned out, but I'm still going to talk more about Mbutu. I'm going to talk more about individuals than the overall team, but I'm still going to touch on what happened overall. So from the starting lineup, this is what happened. And I remember when I said to you in the match preview that I don't think that Rashwin, Dotli and Ndwari will start in the game because they did not have enough time to train with this team. So basically, the coach will play those guys that he had there in preseason in Turkey. So therefore, I don't see these guys playing, and it was the case that they were not played based on that. So what was the starting lineup? Starting lineup, it was Peterson on the sticks, like I had said that I would put Peterson, and then Frozler, Msimango, Ditlokwe, Mbutu, who's 19, Matt, Zwane. It's going to be turning 19 soon. He's 18 at the moment, but it's going to be turning 19 soon. Zwane, Shabalala, Dupriz, Villagaz, and Chivaviro. It was a good starting lineup. However, too much young players, like I said. However, not all is lost, and these guys, they need to be thrown in the deep end so that you can see if they can swim. But yesterday game it showed us that, you know what, we still have some work to do, and we can't just put a starting lineup that is so inexperienced as this one. And it was seen yesterday that, you know what, guys like your Villagazi, they can't play the entire game. Shabalala still needs to grow in his game as well. Zwane, yeah, I'm not saying much about Zwane, but yeah, on the bench it was Vuma, Ndwari, Kunika, Mthethwa, Ngobo, Modi, Dotli, Castillo, Saile, Mangoba, Ozimane, Jansen, Duba, and Hadebe. And I was like, when I was looking at this game, we look to have a strong bench, and you can say experienced benches, so to say, because when you look at these guys, they're not just any other players, but they are big players. Not big, but they are big players. I mean, your Mthethwa is still outside, your Ngobo is outside, your Modi is outside, your Castillo is outside, your Rashwin is outside, Saile is outside, your Vuma is still outside, and Ndwari, obvious, and Kwinika being a senior player as well. So when I was looking at the starting lineup, I saw Mbutu making his unofficial, because I mean it's just a preseason tournament, and I was like, okay, what's happening? And then I recalled that we did not have any left back. We don't have any left back. Never mind Rashwin, because Rashwin, I mean, like I said, that he hasn't trained with the teams for a long time for him to command the starting lineup. And I was like, okay, what happened? And then I recalled that I heard this guy, Mashiane, that he is injured. Mashiane is injured and Sam is injured, Dove is injured. So therefore, who can start the left back? It was a good thing that the coach played this guy, the young man on the left-hand side here. But he was exposed, especially he was exposed that he is still immature. He still has some work to do. Why am I saying so? So let me judge everyone individual. Let me start with the keeper, Peterson. So many of you already are questioning Peterson, like, hey, why did he play yesterday? Hey, he was at fault. And I'm asking you, which goal was his? Tell me one goal that was his, that he contributed. Tell me one goal. Which goal could he have saved? One, just one. Because all the errors were on the players that were playing inside the pitch other than the keeper. All the goals. All four of them. And it was not that you were pressed. It wasn't that these guys were so good to us. Because, I mean, we had the ball. And there was something that one of the positives that we should look at, that we had so much of the ball. But the question is that, what do we do when we have the ball? Because at some point it was 61 per position. We had 61 versus 39. So, one thing that I saw yesterday is that we have a structure. Like when we lose the ball, we come back and form a structure. So when we did not have a ball, we become a 4-4-2. When we don't have the ball, you see us playing in a shape, something that I haven't seen in longest of time. I haven't seen us keeping the shape. I'll see 4-4 and then 2. And then when we had the ball, I'll see this 4-2-3-1. I'll see this 4-2-3-1 or 4-5-1, as others will say it is. So I'll see that, and those are the positives that I saw yesterday. And then how we press, and it looks like the player who was initiating the press, it was Mdu Shabalala. He was the one who was initiating the press, and then your Dupreez would follow, and then Ranga would follow. Like we're pressing, and we'll press not high, but once we lose the ball and the ball is at their end, we'll press there at their end. But most of the time, we'll always let them have the ball, and as soon as they come to our half or that half, and then we go and attack them. Like I saw beautiful structure yesterday, and I saw the confidence in how we're keeping the ball and rotating the ball. Like also another positive that I saw, something that I haven't seen in the longest of time, that whenever that we're starting the ball at the back, you find our wing backs, they'll push towards the center. They'll push towards the center, both of them, the left and the right, they'll push towards the center, and you find that Matt is dropping in the middle, and then your Diklogo will become number 3, and then this guy, and then Simon will become number 2, and then you have the center back, you'll have the CDM being Matt dropping to be the CDM, the center back. It was beautiful to see that, and then we are adding numbers in the middle. We are becoming a team. We are becoming a team that, I'm telling you, we're not going to just lose games the way that you lost yesterday. We're going to fight for points, and we're going to add numbers. Gone are the times where we'll be dominated in the middle. I don't think that we were dominated in the middle yesterday. It was the errors that cost us. And at some point, this young man, Mbotu, was afraid to make errors, especially after the second goal, which he costed us, and we were punished. So, and then you saw him, the ball going underneath his foot like 2 times, and the fans were booing him. And then again, seeing the coach, what he does. The coach applauding him, encouraging him that, you know what, you're still a young man and you'll make mistakes, and it's fun to make mistakes, and you are learning from this. How can you learn without making mistakes? So the coach, I saw them standing up, encouraging the guy, and I was like, wow, this is so positive. And then I saw the fans getting behind them, especially Mbutu, to support him as well. They started cheering for him. And I'm like, you know what, we seem to be buying in as fans as well in what the coach is doing. Guys, let's continue to support our team. Like, it was beautiful to witness that even though we're down, I think we were down by 2 goals already or 3 goals already, and then you hear the fans singing. Like, wow, it was beautiful. So now let me judge players individual. Peterson, he did not have anything to do with the goals. I'm telling you who contributed towards those goals. So Peterson, if I was to rate him, I would give him like a 5 average. Why? Because he considered 4 goals. Other than that, he did not have any problem with starting the ball at the back, and you see him commanding the defense. You see him like dishing the ball. You see him being comfortable on the ball. Like, he did not really have so many mistakes yesterday. Frosler, he was the one who costed us the first goal. He costed us the first goal. Yes, if I was to give him or to rate him, I'll give him a 6. Why not the 7? Because he costed us a goal. Costed us a goal. He's fouling a player who's looking that side, who's not even close to the box. Like in front of the goal post. He's on the wide of the goal post and looking in that direction. He's pushing him with his elbow at his back. I'm like, but this guy is not dangerous, and also you have a cover. And he did the same thing again in the second half. Same thing in the same box. Okay, different box, but in the same area. Again in the second half, pushing, tackling a guy close to the box. It was still on the wide. Same thing. And I'm like, but we have players like this who are experienced and who are supposed to be leading the young players by example, showing them how to play, but they are costing us. Now, he's costing us, and then yes, there was that cross where Zwana switched him the ball, and then he crossed the ball, and then who's this guy? Rang was by himself. Not bad. However, like yesterday, he put us under pressure unnecessary. Msimango, and let me judge these guys as a pair. Msimango and Ditloko. Like, I don't think it might be that it was just a game of yesterday, but I don't think going forward that there should be our center pairing. I don't think they should be our center pairing. They seem to be imbalanced. They seem to lack communication. And the number of balls that they lose. Ditloko, he lost the ball so many times, and on the goal, was it the third goal? Was the second goal? Third goal. Where, it was the third goal. I think it was the third goal. They killed the ball on the end, then they brought it down. Ditloko remained behind the striker with Zwane looking at the player. Msimango tried to cover the ball by himself, but these guys are watching. And I'm like, but why are you not penetrating? Why are you not pushing to get back and provide cover to Msimango? They just watch Msimango. So Ditloko, in as much as, yes, it was that first goal where they crossed the ball and then they hit the ball outside, and then next thing, then it came through Ditloko. They killed them with a skill, and then the ball was, and then Zwane, I don't know why they didn't press that guy. So Ditloko and Msimang, I don't think they're center pairing, they're strong as center backs. I don't think so. They should get competition. It's good that you bought this guy. We bought Dodley. However, we still need another right center back so that he can also provide competition for Msimango. Because yesterday I don't think that they were at their best. They were out of office yesterday. They were out of office. They were not in the game, losing the ball cheaply. And there were positives that I saw. They were positive. I won't say that they were bad overall, because I saw when Mbutu had pushed forward and that Ditloko went to cover for him on the left rather, and then the same with Msimango pushing until he went by the center line. I saw those are the positives. However, communication seems as if yesterday it was off. So if I was to rate him, I'll give them 5s. Both of them, I'll give them 5. And then going to Mbutu costed us in the second goal. Yes, we were fine as fans that he was dribbling, he was confident. He was confident on the ball and all, taking on players. It was good. And he had that other cross the other side after beating 2 players. It was good. However, him dribbling at the back, I was like, nah. We are costing us. Yes, he's still young. He'll still learn. However, for me, I don't think that he would provide so much competition on the left with Sam back, with Dodley in, with Mashiane back. So for me, I don't think that he's going to play. So therefore, he should go for a loan, get some game time get to be exposed to playing like in front of large crowd, because I mean, not everyone can perform in front of the large crowd. Not everyone. And I think this guy, he has a potential. And the coach, I love what he said about him. He said that, imagine had I subbed him, it was gonna kill him. After that mistake, if I wanted to sub him, it was gonna kill him. So therefore, I thought, you know what, let me keep him in the game. And he slowly progressed, got back into the game, like around the 88 minutes, killing those two people and then providing a cross. Good play. However, I don't think, like I said, that he would play. So loan him out to gain experience and then come back. For sure. And some will say that, but he's not even playing in his original position. But still, he won't play going forward. I don't think that he's going to play going forward. Therefore, loan him out. Let him go to get experience and then come back. What's the point of keeping him? What's the point of keeping him if he's not going to play so many games? What's the point? So for him, I'll give him like a 5 based on the fact that he also costed us the second goal. And then going to Matt had a good game yesterday. He had a good game. Like I said, I saw him coming back as to be the center back, starting the play. His turns were beautiful. His passes were beautiful yesterday. And I saw him like putting his foot down, like marking. And I was like, wow, this is the Martin that we need. Someone who's hungry. He had a good game yesterday. So I would give him a 6 or a 6.5. Like, really had a good game yesterday. Yes, all the players would make mistakes, but I saw him being one of our best performers yesterday. So I'll give him like 6.5. Zwane, he lost the ball so many times. Yes, I saw him like putting his foot as well on the ground, like marking, which was good. I saw him turning, providing those passes, like it was beautiful to see. However, he costed us a goal as well yesterday. Like he wanted to play at the same time back to the keeper, but not watching what's happening. And as a midfielder, you need to check your side mirrors to see if there's any oncoming play, and then like play it safe. Oh, another thing, he should have checked the ball and passed it back to the person who passed him the ball. Like simple, or who threw the ball to him. Like keep it simple. And then he wanted to go to the keeper and then misplaced his pass. There were so many misplaced passes from him. So I would give him like 4.5 or a 5 yesterday. He was average. I don't know. I hope that it was his West game is going to come back, because like I said, he has touches on him and he has beautiful turns and he is confident on the ball. He's really confident in the ball. He can be like our Manu, but he still needs to grow. And if the coach says that, you know what, you are not what I think that you are at the moment, so therefore go to loan, I would support the coach. But for me, I would say that, you know what, for now, let's keep him, but he needs to grow. If he wants to cement the starting lineup. So it's a 4.5. Close to 5, but yeah, he didn't have a good game in the middle. Shabalala, he was on and off, but like I said, he's the one who initiated the presses for us, and his turns were beautiful, his passes, his runs were beautiful. There was a pass where Matt looked for him after doing that run behind the defense and then were judged offside. So I saw him making beautiful runs and he's confident, his passes. So I'll give him a 6. He really played an okay game, above average, just above average. He had a good game, and I see him benefiting a lot from playing with Aranga, close to Ranga. Like I see him benefiting, and his runs are beautiful, his passes, he's confident. Like he's really gonna be one of our good players, and I think this coach is gonna develop him. And then Dupreez, he was on and off yesterday. And when we were subbed, when we had subbed Ranga, and then he became our main striker until he was subbed as well. I think because he's coming from an injury, slowly, he's gonna get there. But this is something we need to know. And he needs to sit down with the coach as well to decide if you want to play as a striker or you want to play as a winger, because this can be confusing to a lot of players, and not all players can play both positions like with the ultimate best. So he needs to sit down with the coach and decide where he wants to play. If the coach still wants to play him as a winger, I'll be happy with that. If he wants him to play him as a false nine because games are not approaching them the same, I'm happy with that. But he needs to master one position at least. Master one position at least, and I'll see him as a winger who comes inside, because I saw him inside yesterday coming inside to support Ranga. I'll see him doing that. So play as a winger who comes inside and be like the second striker, which is good for us. However, he needs his position to be defined. So I'll give him like a 5 yesterday. He was average yesterday. He was average because most of the time he will be not seen. And then Vilakazi, he had those passes moments where he would show up, switch the ball, but he lost the ball so many times as well when he wants to switch it. And when we're losing him performing the skills, I'm not sure about it. I'm really not sure. I don't think the timing was correct for him to perform those skills at that moment. Already we're trading. So he still needs to grow as well. And I'm saying to you, he's not the one who will play 90 minutes at the moment. He's not one of those guys who play 90 minutes at the moment. I don't see him rather as a player who play 90 minutes. Sure, you can start him. Sure, you can bring him second half. But he needs to grow as well. And he still needs to be patient because he's still young. We can't say that coach should start him. Like, guys, we can also kill players by pushing them and putting them in the deep end already when they are not really there at the moment. So coach needs to continue introducing him like 30 minutes, start the game, second half, and all those things. He's one of our best players. He's going to be one of our best players in the future. However, at the moment, he still needs to be protected. He still needs to be protected. He still needs to be protected. And then we have this guy who came. Oh, and then we have Ranga. Ranga. I saw him making beautiful runs, taking on players, which is good for us, which is really good for us. He seems to be playing with so much confidence. But if he's isolated or if he's not getting the right balls in the right positions, we're still not going to benefit from him. But I would say to you, he's our proper striker, which needs competition. And yeah, let me just speak about. So Ranga, let me rate him. I'll give him like a 5 yesterday. I love how he would drop and then see the oncoming players making those runs and then wanted to play those balls. But unfortunately, they would not land to our player. So I heard yesterday that we're also looking at Mayela. Mayela is 30 years old and apparently he's going to be 21 million. And I was like, is it worth for us to go and buy a 30-year-old with that much money, like with that price on his head? Why we don't buy a player already who's in a pace L, who knows how to slaughter those goals, go and buy runners instead of going for Mayela? I mean, let me check how old is this guy. Let me check how old is Rayner. But I don't think, also because other players, they might come from outside, they might not hit the ground running. So at 30, I don't think so. Rayner is 28, 2 years younger than Mayela, and he's South African proven, and he's a Bafana international, and he was one of the. He lost on the leading goal scorer, our Golden Boot last game, and he provided in one of the games 5 goals. I mean, five goals, yes, and also provided 5 assists in one of the games. He's South African proven, and he has started the highest level. I'll go for Rayner instead of Mayela. Age, experience, PSL experience, I'll go for Rayner. So that's my take in terms of us adding another firepower up front in terms of a striker. Yes, Junior did say that we are not done in the market. We still have to go in the market. If not Rayner, go for, even if you pay the 21,000, go for Mayo. He's also South African proven player striker who knows the PSL. So rather I spend it on South Africans, especially when you look at the age at the moment and the experience, to provide competition for Ranga. So that's my take. What's your take? How did you see the game, and which player do you think we still need to go and buy? There are other players like your Apollos that you still need to buy because Mukwana now is out. Mukwana and is signed for this team in Tunisia. He's out, so therefore We're left with our police. We need to finalize that deal. We need to finalize that deal as soon as possible. But yeah, at the left back, if Dortmund is not going to play there at the moment, he's still going to provide cover. Cover in the competition for the right centre back, the left centre back. It's good for us, but we can still go and do a loan and for 6 months. Do a loan for 6 months for a left back. Because Mashiane, if he's injured and if coach doesn't see Mashiane as the main left back, hence he went and bought 2 left backs. So we can still go and get a loan so that until Sam is back, until Dove is back, like get a loan, go and get a player who play on the left back, because we're gonna be starting the league very soon. So get a loan, go and loan a player and pay for his salary, like pay his salary. Get a loan, pay his salary, and if there's any compensation or some fee to pay to that team, let's say they say pay 500 or 1 million for a play, let's go and pay and get a cover at the left back, because like I said, I don't think Mbotu would be the solution at the moment. So yeah, guys, your thoughts, please. I'm out. FC Amakhosi Venture and Sanele. I love you. Take care. Bye.